Hey love bugs, this is Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my grown extended beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. I would love to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. And if you feel like the videos really truly resonate with you, please drop a line. I would love the chance to hear from you. Like and share, greatly be appreciated. If you're going through anything that's taking place into your life and you just really need some prayers, persistence, consistency to just stay motivated, keep going, please do. I'm sending that towards your way right now. Anybody's coming in with nefarious vibes, I'm not claiming that. I'm not absorbing that. I'm just returning it back to sender. Every evil eye go blind and every monitoring spirit go deaf. Okay. And the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, a breakdown can always lead you to a breakthrough. And that's true. I mean, we have multiple breakthroughs a day, multiple breakthroughs anytime we're allowing ourselves to step out our comfort zone. We're doing things that really scare the mess out of us. You're doing something that's scary to you because you don't know how it's going, you got that urge to really do it. And you don't know how that's placing courage, that's placing strength, that's placing power. Because even though you don't know exactly how different things are going to take out into your life or unfold into your life, you really just don't know where that will take you to. And these are the different things that can create powerful breakthroughs for you. You're healing, you're forgiving, you're letting go, you're cutting ties with different people. You're forgiving yourself for certain things that you have held on to. You're allowing yourself to be authentic. You're asking for forgiveness for people that you may have wronged, and you're really going through that. And a lot of times we're going through different breakthroughs. It's like I was saying in my last video, and that was so uncomfortable to do, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, because it was just like before I hit that upload button, I'm like, God, is this something I need to put out? And it was funny because as soon as I got ready to do that, it was a Facebook notification came up and it says yes, and I'm just like, I'm talking about different things and it's uncomfortable for me, but this is a part of my breakthrough. These are part of my purpose. I'm gonna say some different things that is just like very uncomfortable for me to talk about. And because, like I've said before, there's so many different things that I've gone through, and I've healed from them or I've overcome them in some kind of way. And it's like, to talk about it make me feel like I'm opening that door back. I went through a massive breakdown. And I tell people I went through a lot of nervous breakdowns when I went through the different things that I've gone through. And it gave me courage to allow myself to I'll really just stand in my truth. These are the different things that I went through. These are the different things that took place in my life. How do you deal with them? How do you stay true to yourself? How do you stay consistent? There's some times that, because I wasn't doing videos for like 2 months. I had friends like, girl, when you gonna do another video? I'm like, I don't feel like it. I really don't have nothing to say. Let me have something to say and more meaningful to me. And when I'm guided to talk about that, that's when I do, because it was like when I first started, I used to do like 12 and 13 videos a day, where even I had my soul try to tell me like, girl, if you don't go sit down somewhere. And it was bad, because it's like, who does 12, 13 uploads a day? And I was like that. Now, I'm just shocked with me. No, I'm not shocked, because I'm still on that vibe of, I feel like I got something to say. Then I want to take a video. I'm doing my videos, going through all my different things in my life. There's so many things I just felt like I was not going to overcome. I was not going to be good enough for. But then it changed the way I changed the definition of me, basically. It's just saying, allowing yourself to really step up for yourself. I tell people, you're your own walking advertisement. You're your billboard. You need to show up for yourself even when other people don't show up for you. You need to put the best foot forward, even if you don't have, a team behind you. You may not have a physical team, put it that way, because we all got a spiritual team behind us. They're telling us, hey, these are different things you got to do, or hey, you need to stop that, or you need to chill, and those are different things. You're going through many changes. Like, sometimes you can be really mad about stuff. You could just be fed up, like, God, I'm tired, and you keep hearing, keep going, keep being persistent. You striking while the iron is hot, even though it may not look like anything right now. You don't know if you stay consistent with yourself. You really just don't know where it can take you to. You can have like different snippets in your life where you start seeing things. It's like it's like that spiritual nudge. Like, if you going through, you going on stuff, sometimes they don't tell you, or give you anything, because it's a test. You going through a test. Like I told you, like I said before, you're being made an example, and even the things you going against is making an example. And these will be the different things. Like, you just don't realize, I tell people, you just don't know the things you go through. Your inspiration that inspires many. You just do not know. There's so many different things that you have gone through in life that many people wouldn't even be brave enough to even step foot in. I mean, you got gonads out of this world. I tell people that all the time. You got gonads out of this world. Especially if you tell me these are different things I went through. And I mean, a lot of the Heyokas that I talk to, and they tell me, there's sometimes I'll sit here and cry. Like, I can't believe this stuff happens. So I'm like, dang, is every Heyoka, I probably met like one or two Heyokas that tell me, Roslynn, I had a supportive family. I'm going through my doctorate, so I'm doing this. And I'm like, shoot. Let me know how it is, because I always want to hear, and there was so many congratulations. I was so proud of them, because, we had stayed in connection for so long, and then, we didn't talk to each other, and then it came back, and she was telling me about all the different things that, she was facing and stuff like that. And I'm like, wow, I'm so proud of you. And it's like, remember a couple months ago, you didn't even think you were about to be able to do it. And look at you, going to school for the second time, that, for your doctorate or whatever you're doing with it. And I remember that. And she's like, and you did tell me that. You were right. There was just so many different things were going on in our life, and it was just like I had so many different things that was going on in my life. And you really just don't know. A lot of times you can use that hardship and stuff that you're going through your life to be able to create something very powerful, very massive in your life. Because you don't know. There's a lot of people got successful over the accidents they had. Like, if I didn't do this, I would have had this. I wish I could leave an example, but I'm just saying there's a lot of people that you really don't know that can really be successful at the skill that they're at, all behind a mistake. Or all behind a mishap. Matter of fact, prime example, even though it's not a good example, because especially with all the stuff that's going on around the world, especially when you go overseas, this woman was always traveling with different people, and it was like these supposed to be her friends, but then it was like there was that last trip that she did, and it was like friends was jealous off of something that she was doing. Either it was the money she was making or how she was just living, and it was just basically their truth. The insecurity showed out on it, and she said, you know what, I'm just gonna start doing my vacations by myself. I think, as a matter of fact, she's called the passport lady or the passport queen or something like that, passport girl or whatever. And she just goes, and I said, and I think that's beautiful, but it's just for me and my, for me. And when I see how different people, I said, I watch a lot of these, what is it? They Could Have Killed You channel. It's called They Could Have Killed You, and different people, went on different vacations and don't show up. That's just me. I feel like if I'm gonna go with a loved one, I want to go with a significant other, or I want to go with a group of people, and nothing happened, because there's too many things that happen when you go into a foreign place and don't know yourself around. And a lot of times it's sad. There's people that go on vacation, have the most beautiful time, but there's a lot of times you can be in a situation which is very scary, and you stick out like a sore thumb, like they know you're foreigner. Oh yeah, you're a tourist, and different stuff like that take place. But if she didn't be able to do that, and then she started telling people how, how she saved up, how she do that, and the people like, look, I ain't got money tied up like that where I can just take, vacations like that, them extravagant vacations like you do. I want to know what you did. And she was just like, even though I'm able to do that, I don't know, I forgot if she said this is based off of something that she works on anyway, so that's kind of a benefit for it. I can't really remember how she said that, but it was a while back. But she was just showing different things where, if it was her and her friends and stuff like that, they make an advance like a couple of months before, and then that's when they start paying on certain tickets. There's certain places that you can go where you can make payment plans on flights that you want. And I didn't know that you can do that, but I said, shoot, you learn something new every day. But it was just for the fact of that she went through that, and it just so happened, if she didn't have that issue with the people that she saw as friends, how she would have been able to do that. And there are so many people who are like, Dad, I want to travel, I want to do these different things, but I got kids, I got kids in college, or I just got a mortgage, so I can't really do these different things. Is there any kind of way I can just be able to sign up for it? And this girl got a whole seminar about how she does that, and that's the prime example I wanted to talk about. It was like something that was the way she was saying all the stuff that was going on. I was like, wow, and it was like she was hurt, all these different things came on. But just from that situation, she got the word passport mommy or passport girl. I forgot what they call it, but it was passport something. And then she started showing people how she did that, or different ways they can do that. And there was so many people commending her and signing up for the seminars that she was having and stuff like that. And that was just really beautiful. And so, these different things that you go through, and it's, I know it's, I was like, Roslynn, that's kind of off content, but it was like, hey, it's gonna fit in there somewhere. You going through, many different things that can lead towards a break. Well, actually, no, she didn't go through a real breakdown moment, but that's a hurtful moment. But it led her to a breakthrough that put her on her purpose. So you going through different things. You may be going through a breakup, going through a real dysfunctional breakup. And I'll tell anybody, you go through a real dysfunctional breakup, you don't realize you had to be, that person was sent into your life. Like I said before, anytime we deal with narcissism in our lives, whether it's like narcissistic traits that we may carry unknowingly, and there are some people that do know they're like that, and some people can be helped. A lot of people say that narcissists don't ever change. I can say I had narcissistic traits and I've changed a lot. I've really changed a lot. And I'm going to keep growing at it. There'll be different things that I can say. I was toxic at times. You really put me up under you really add pressure towards me. Sometimes you really get, you may have me on demon time. And I try not to be on demon time, but it will be just different times. Y'all done gone through stuff and just really got fed up, and you get a whole earful, and it probably more than that too. Having a whole body of knowledge I'm dropping, but it'll be at that point. But these are the different things that, I speak in my truth, and being able to, say these different things that I go through, and it makes so much sense to other people. And they would tell me like, Roslynn, I've been through stuff and I'm really trying to understand my spiritual awakening. I can watch 1 or 2 of your videos and you done cleared like about 10-15 years out of my life. You done broke it down into science where it's just real simple. You're not doing all this, this extra stuff. I said, well, there are certain people that like their videos and their content to be extra. There's nothing wrong with that. But we're all different, all different. If you're an influencer in some kind of way, YouTuber or whatever, we all got, different things that we're putting out here. But, like I tell people a lot of times when they place judgment on different things people talk about. And I mean, certain things is like, I can understand why that comment came out, but then it'll be just certain things. It's like, man, you just don't know how it takes somebody to get on these videos and put their life story out or their life experience out and leave for people to judge, or leave for people to, you're going to have judgment. I've dealt with that. I've had different people laugh at me or tell me I was crazy, or I've had a lot of different people come in and can really commend me for the strength I had and the boldness and the courage I had just to be able to tell the different things I went through. Different people, and I broke their heart to hear that these are the different things that I went through in life, and it shows so much where you can't have compassion as well as adversity and diversity. And you don't know where that can ultimately lead you to. You're walking in a path of purpose where you're learning yourself all over again. You're finding the capabilities of different things that's taking place in your life. You never thought you should succeed. I see different things that I was shocked with myself, and I have to do a little victory dance, a little celebration. I tell anybody, no matter how small that conquer is or that victory is, you celebrate yourself like it was 1999. Okay, you need to really do that, because if you can go into a life where you have been manic depressive and then you've gone through a whole day with being happy, allowing yourself to be optimistic, speaking positivity and love out towards yourself and others, after being in a long moment of depression. I think that's a pretty good thing, because it's like anybody, I've been there, and it takes a lot to get you out of your depression, especially if it's like you're dealing with stuff like I do. I got to deal with it where you don't really have I don't have any physical moral support around me. All mine's is spiritual or on internet that I have, my following of some kind of help support that, people that I interact with online, and we just talk about the different things that we go through and the different understandings that we get from what we go through, which is really, really beautiful, because it got me to that point where there are certain things that I talked about that people weren't ready for yet. You got that, and some people got that energy. There's certain people that have not woke. Certain people that are not woke, let me just say that. Certain people that are not woke aren't ready for. Or there are some people that are on their verge of a breakthrough to be able to be on that spiritual journey. And they're really going to appreciate you for that, because you don't know. You are their timeline of a cheat sheet on everything they're going through. And, I've been like that, where it felt like I was giving empath counseling out, where there was different things. You're like, Rosalind, I need your help. I'm like, baby, what is it? Be like auntie, sis, and mama to certain people. And it will go through them. I'm like, look, these are the different things I went through. These are different things that I was able to see. And it made me feel good at the end of that call or end of that session, or even when I had my lives. It used to feel so good to be in a community where there was so many people that was like that, like-minded. I deal with a lot of people like, Roslynn, you crazy, or why do you think like that? Why do you talk like that? You weren't like that before. It's like that situation with your dad just really messed you up. And I'll say, yeah, it did mess me up, but it opened my eyes up to a lot of things I didn't realize. Realize the realize of the realize. I realized my truth through my tragedy. It gives ultimate breakthroughs every single day. You walk around in your truth. You're not worried about what people say of you, think of you, what they feel like your ascension needs to look like, or what they see your blessings and abundance should look like, or what you deserve or don't deserve. That'll be all about what I think about myself. I got about that. I was stopping with the external validation. Felt like I always had to have people around that really showed me love, and it's just like, I appreciate that. So now I can be able to be selective about people I need to really deal with. People like, you picky. I have every right to be picky. It's like, this is all sacred to me. I don't want anybody just in my energy. I did not want just anything me connecting with. You got to be careful about what you tie yourself to. So it's like going through these things. This is like the ultimate moment of growth for me. You're going to overcome this. You tell yourself every day, whatever you were struggling with, you are going to overcome this. You are going to surpass every promise you done had with yourself about whatever you were going to do when you finally got to your ultimate healing stage. You starting to see that the different things you prayed for about 5 or 6 years ago, you are living in 2 or 3 of those daggone prayers that you done asked for. You're a lot stronger than you used to be. You are not a lot knowledgeable than you used to be since you went through your spiritual awakening, since you went through your breakthrough. There's sometimes we deal with a lot of things, which is pretty understanding. It takes a long time for you to go through that. You're going through dark night of the soul. You're going through Kundalini. You're going through constant spiritual awakenings, which is waking up different parts of the levels you are on, or is trying to get you to meet, to be through that. And that's something that is not easy to do. Because there's a lot of times, there are certain spiritual transitions that I go through and I don't understand it. And thank God somebody put some information out there for me to know, why am I feeling this way? Why am I going through so many different emotions at the same time? Why am I seeing certain things, hearing certain things, whatever? You're like, okay, you're going through a third eye transition. You know, you transmuting a lot of negative energy that's coming your way and transmuting that into positive. You're stepping in your power and your ultimate oneness, and you're going to keep adding more and more to that every day. It is just like you don't realize certain things that create a nervous breakdown. Certain things can create traumatic, standstills into your life. You just don't know how these set of breakdowns can lead you to an ultimate breakthrough. You have to be able to give yourself that chance to be able to say, I deserve better in my life. I want better in my life. How am I going to be able to do that? You start breaking down everything that you already know. A lot of stuff is going on in our lives where it's dismantling a lot of stuff. It's like you falling out with people. You starting to stand in your truth. It's at that point right now. Like, well, I'm not saying everybody like that, but there are certain people you okay about not being around. There are certain people that you would love to be around. Or there's different things where you see where a lot of nostalgia is going on right now. There may be a lot of people that you ain't in your life no more. Or all of a sudden they pop up and text you, or they pop up and email you. And there'll be certain things that took place in their life where they probably contribute towards the breakdown. And you're like, nah, I miss you, but I also understand why you're an ex-friend, or also remember why you're an ex. These are the different things that's taking place into your life where you're understanding what decisions, and you're making tough decisions to be able to let go. It'll be a lot of times, it's like with me, I had to be able to let go of my kids. That was the hardest thing I had to do. That almost killed me just to be able to do that. But I already know if that love and that compassion is not reciprocated, and there's different things that's going on in my life where it's, I'm just giving, and y'all just taking and not adding towards that. I have to be able to let that go. I said, I tried to be mom. They're grown, they're in college, one married, two got, I got a total of 3 grandbabies. One had one and one had two, and I had to be able to go through that and say, what, I tried my best. I did what I could do, but it has to take an effort for that. Even if I had to mourn that. I had to go through an ego death of that. You even going through an ego death. You're even going through, letting go of pride. Even allowing yourself when you got chances to be enraged, and yet you still be quiet. There will be times where, things are sitting right there, and you right, and you choose to stay silent. You're starting to see that you're starting to deal with a lot of different things that's being thrown at you. Even universe want to do that. You know how many times I throw something your way? And a lot of times it triggered. And there'll be different times where I had people throw something your way, and you don't give it a second thought. You're like, oh, okay, I see that. You ain't gonna say nothing about no. That shows about me how I can, I'm being my peace. And when you're in your peace, there's a lot of times you gotta understand you got sleepers in your life that want to disturb that. They want to take you out of that. They don't want you in that. It's like, oh, I like you when you were low vibrational, you were toxic, we were trauma bonded together, we had so much in common. Now you don't want to be that way no more. There are certain people, and it's sad, there's certain people out in the world who loves being that way, and they're okay being like that. But if you're watching this video and you're not an enemy or a karmic, and you're a cross watcher watching my videos, you're a person that's really going through some stuff and really trying to understand your breakdowns as well as your breakthroughs. You start to really dive deep for that when you're just like, I'm trying to understand my connection. I'm trying to know me again. Because a lot of times you can tell somebody you don't know yourself, do you? And that can be very insulting to somebody. It's like, I'm me. How do I not know me? There's a lot of time we can walk around clueless and don't even know you could be the next ambassador. You can be the next president. You could be the next, CEO that you invent stuff like you can surpass like Elon Musk. Stuff like that. You just don't know what your true you is really you until you take that chance to step into that. So whatever you're going through, allow yourself to go through to get to. Okay? Go through to get to. We all have hard times, but you already know it's only preparing you for those good times. All the storms you're having is not something to break you down, but it's to break down things a part of you that is not serving you, or it's breaking down things of you that was formed on you that shouldn't have been, or there's different things that you fall trap in that you shouldn't have been. And so this is giving you that chance to be, that true you, and be unapologetic about it. Stand on your truth. Don't allow nobody to scare you from it. Hey, like I said in my other video, I was like, y'all want me to talk about this, and I want to put that out. And I had to be able to do that. I had to be able to, really ask that. And like I tell you, I'm transparent. I'll let y'all know I ain't perfect. I'm not perfect. There's times, even when I do certain things, when I'm stepping out and it's brand new and I'm talking about something and it's uncomfortable for me to talk about, there's certain times I do that. I have to ask confirmation. This is something with you're taking a leap out on faith. You don't know how this is going to come out, but we're telling you to do that. This is how you learn. This is how other people learn. You had to be able to do that. And you don't know what your content is going to create for somebody else. You don't know what somebody going through something and just understand if other people are going through that. Or even if they're understanding of people that is on that vibe as you, on that same path of trying to find out who they truly are. You just don't know what kind of ultimate breakthrough you can lead to, even when you're not there. Something in your heart is telling you something there is something very magical about you. There is something about you is just dying to come out. Just like there's a lot of things we're going through, all these healing things, and you can feel there are certain things that's trying to purge up out of you. You start feeling irritated, you get impatient, you don't want, I'm like, I want to feel this feeling. And a lot of times it's very hard to do that. But it's like, if you want to heal right, and it'll be just like your higher self coming to you, want to heal right. You want to be up here where we're trying to get you at, right? Okay, these are the different things. You're going to have to do some very uncomfortable stuff. You're going to go through some very unruly stuff. But these are the different things that's going to create strength, positivity in you. You know your worth. You're heading towards your purpose. It's going to guide you towards your purpose. There's some people that are on their purpose and trying to further it or trying to deepen it. And these are the things that's going to guide you towards that. So you're going to find out a lot of beautiful things about yourself. Or a lot of things that's going to really shook you to the core. It can't shock you to the core. It's going to do something that's going to shook you to the core. But, different things about yourself that you can really try to find out. And you're like, wow. Just like, wow, this is about me. There'll be certain times I'll sit here and just like, wow, really? And I'm like, yeah, really. I'm like, oh, okay, good job. Whatever, and just keep going. So you're going to find out beautiful things about you. You're going to find out crazy things like, really, this is not about my life. And then something's going to come in and going to give you a sign of confirmation. Yeah, this ain't, you didn't hear the wrong thing. Yes, this is what we said. This is what we told you are. And they're going to bring major, just like, especially if you're on YouTube and a lot of social media, and you try to find different things that really resonate with you, you're going to find that out. Oh, excuse me. There you go there again. Confirmation. You're going to find that out. Anytime you speak truth and you're a YouTuber, and especially if you're on this situation, or just anything you're speaking truth about, sometimes I get spiritual hiccups, or you hear the ding, or it gives confirmation on that. So, yeah, these are the different things that you're going to find out about yourself that's going to lead you toward the ultimate breakthrough. And who should think more of anybody to deserve that other than you? Especially if you've been true to yourself and you've been, a genuine person, and different things where there's something about you that's very rare from a lot of other people. Or you don't feel a part of this world. Hell, I don't. Because you were here to create a whole new one. That's the reason why you're not supposed to feel a part of this world. You're supposed to stand out. That's why you were here for. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of the video. Much love to y'all. Namaste. Shalom. I say, God bless. If you would love to have bring a donation or place a donation towards the channel, or you want to email me and give a chat or whatever, or even sign up for a reading, go ahead and let me know. Or drop a line. All these different things is in the description box below. So you'll see me on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. And thank you for the support.